As a means of celebrating the multicultural diversity of West Springfield, the town's community development coordinator organized a mural painting on the wall of Merrick Station over the long weekend. On hand was a local world-renowned artist known for his chalk work to help folks outline their images on the wall. From there, participants from Myanmar to Russia painted with whatever colors they liked. Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan showed up on day one of this two-day event and brings us this story.
This is Main Street in West Springfield, not likely to be confused with Main Street in Springfield, only a couple of miles away. But what it lacks in hustle and bustle compared with its neighbor just on the other side of the Memorial Bridge, it more than makes up for with a veritable melting pot of ethnic diversity. Over the past 7 years, West Springfield has boasted the state's third highest number of refugee arrivals, behind only Worcester and Boston. There's a strong Middle Eastern vibe on the upper end of the street here, with signs for halal foods on several of the storefronts, including this one that hovers over this Iraqi-owned barber shop. Also visible from the street, just up the road in the Merrick neighborhood, is this mural celebrating the kaleidoscope of cultures of West Springfield.
It's a really brilliant international neighborhood, but not much decoration celebrating that culture. So today we are working with the neighbors to do a painting on the side of Merrick Station to kind of celebrate the people that live in Merrick, as well as brighten up the streets.
The Refugee Resource Center, which works out of the office here at Merrick Station, was instrumental in the outreach needed to get as many people involved as there were. This was extremely helpful because at the day's outset, there was still some uncertainty as to how day one of this two-day event would unfold. Initially, the first day was supposed to be more of a concept day where they toss around ideas and brainstorm, but as more and more people arrived, it became apparent that today would be the day that they actually put the chalk and paint on the wall. And that was good news for this young lady, who was among the first to arrive with her grandfather.
I was expecting today to be more of like a conversation and like a sit down and kind of some paperwork, I guess, usual stuff, but it's more artistic and fun than I expected, which is pretty cool. My grandfather painted the Turkish flag and kind of the American flag in unison because we're of Turkish ethnicity, but we've lived in America for a pretty long time. And what I painted was just a black figure with a yellow book with writing on it, because it kind of represents the idea of knowledge as bigger than any individual themselves.
The local artist brought in to help organize the event is a man named Robert Markey. Folks in Springfield who've traveled under the overpass on the corner of Dwight Street and Lyman have seen his mirrored mosaics display decorating the walls on both sides. And just as these mirrors reflect everyone and everything that passes by them, when working with communities on murals like this one, he wants what ends up on the wall to be a true reflection of how the group sees themselves, all the while giving everyone involved the autonomy to make it so.
I don't want to say this is what we're doing and they just fill in the blanks. And I came up with this idea, and Morgan liked it and a couple other people liked it, and said, okay, this will give the people a chance to represent themselves. So they outline them, we outline them, but then however they paint themselves is up to them. So it's their freedom of expression, which is very important to me when I do community projects.
The main objective of the event was to give exposure to the diverse international culture that makes up a good portion of West Springfield, whether it's Nepal, the Ukraine, or all points in between. The end result was a multi-generational family affair with paint.
We have some of our elderly immigrant refugees, and we have a young man who's fourth grader. So, and high school students, we have a little bit of everything. So it's been a wonderful turnout.
I've been living in the United States like 15 years, and my kids was born here. But anyway, they trying to keep their roots because mom and dad came from a different country. So it's nice. It's a good experience.
I painted myself, and my shirt has two sides, an American and a Russian, and I painted a soccer ball, just a normal soccer ball, and I'm like holding it in my legs.
I came down here with my mom. This is actually kind of for her birthday because my mom just started painting again after not painting for a really long time, so we wanted to do something together. And we didn't really have an idea when we got here, but we wanted to do something that was us together, so we did.